So I was at the third day of the conference. I was at the point where the conference, you know, the Association for the Advancement of Artificial Intelligence. I was at the point where I was actually supposed to do some work. I was trying to illustrate a point. I was telling a dirty joke. I was telling one of my favorite dirty jokes. There's a woman who's on her way to see her boyfriend in Alaska. She's driving along, and all of a sudden, something goes wrong with the car. It begins to make a strange knocking sound. She pulls into a small town, into the garage. She says to the mechanic, "What's wrong?" He says, "I don't know, I'll look." "Why don't you go across the street? Go to the cafe, get yourself something to eat. Walk on the beach. There's all kinds of things to see. There's wildlife galore." She leaves the car, she goes across the street. She comes back an hour later. The mechanic says, "I think you blew a seal." She dabs at her lip and says, "No, that's mayonnaise." And that's when she laughed. The woman in the third row. I'm in a room with 55 men. There's only 4 women in here. The woman in the third row, the Japanese woman, who has sat for 3 days without saying a word in her parka in the third row. She laughs. Now, let me tell you, for 3 days she sat there with the parka. She has not moved, she has not spoken, and there's this little man with a black suit who translates everything for her. He translated that joke. She laughed. I was desperately trying to figure out what the joke was in Japanese. I was so wanting to, at the next break, go and say, "Please, please, God, whisper it in my ear." And that's the reason why computers don't understand. They don't get context.